Hello, Algebra 1. Hope you're doing well. This is QM1 Quick Quiz 1. I'm going to do the solutions of this guy. Let's go ahead and get this show on the road. Hope you're all doing well. Let me know how it's going. Here we go. 74 equals negative 7x plus 4. Again, this is creating and solving two-step equations, all right? This part is just kind of the creating and solving. I'm sorry, this is just the solving part. Next, we're going to create and solve. That's your 3-level kind of stuff, all right? Excuse me. So 74 equals negative 7x plus 4. Here's okay. If you're like, oh, I'm not 100% sure, do the do and undo steps. If I knew what x was, I would first multiply it by negative 7 and then add 4. So the last thing I do is the first thing I undo. And how do you undo addition? Yeah, you go ahead. Yeah, subtraction. Good job. Good job. There's nobody actually here. It's okay. I'm losing my mind. It's fine. Okay. So I would subtract 4 from both sides. And after I subtracted 4, I would divide by 7. Is that what you said? Again, it's just me in here. Divide by 7. Fantastic. Divide by negative 7, that is. So let's go ahead and do that. We've got 74 equals negative 7x plus 4. I'm going to subtract 4 from both sides. 70 equals negative 7x. Then I'm going to show my work by dividing both sides by negative 7. A positive divided by a negative is a negative. So two opposite signs when you're dividing give you a negative. And 70 divided by 7 is 10. So negative 10 is x. How would you check your work? Great question. Great question. Plug it back into x. Negative 7 times negative 10 is positive 70. Positive 70 plus 4 is 74, and we've done it correctly. All right, so number 2, what am I going to do? First, I'm going to add 1 to both sides. I get negative 6r equals 84. I divide both sides by negative 6. Again, I'm going to highlight this as I do this, by the way. What's that say? What's that say? Yeah, show your work. Show your work, all right? If I divide both sides by negative 6, this is r equals. Positive divided by negative is a negative. Let's see here. That's going to be 14. Yeah, because 6 times 10 is 60, and I got 24 left. And how do I get to 24 by 6s? 4 times. Negative 14. There we go. It's kind of big. I'll make that a little smaller there. Okay. Number 3. Love this style. Love this style of a two-step. Yes, you're saying, Mr. Brayman, what if I distributed through first? You can totally do that. That's fine. Making it a two-step equation. But it's a two-step equation right now. Look at this. If I knew what r was, I would first add 7, and then I would multiply by negative 7. How do I undo that? First, I would divide by negative 7. And then subtract 7. We rewrite this. Negative 7 times r plus 7 equals negative 28. If I divide both sides by negative 7, I get this simplifies to 1. So r plus 7 equals, well, 28 divided by 7 is 4, and negative divided by negative is a positive. R plus 7 equals 4. Subtract 7 from both sides. R equals negative 3. Fantastic. Number 4 is another great example of things I love. Two-step equations I love. If I knew what r was, I'm sorry, x. We're back to x's. That's great, right? If I knew what x was, I would first add 9, then divide by 6. To undo, I need to multiply by 6, and then subtract 9. Rewrite it. Multiply both sides by 6. This simplifies to 1. I have 9 plus x equals negative 6. Subtract 9 from both sides, and x equals negative 15. There we go. Number 6, let's look at number 5. X divided by 5 minus 4. Let's go do that division, or that do and undo again. First, I would divide by 5, and then I would subtract 4. So to undo, I need to add 4, then multiply by 5. We can do that. Rewrite it if you want. X divided by 5 minus 4 equals negative 6. Add 4 to both sides because that's what it tells me to do. I get x divided by 5 equals -2. Multiply both sides by 5. This simplifies. Okay, there we go. I'm back. This simplifies to 1 or just 1x. -2 times 5 is -10. And there you have it. How do I check your answers? That's a good question. Plug it back in. -10 divided by 5 is -2. -2 minus 4 is -6. Answer checked. Good to go. Number 6, I'm going to subtract 50 from both sides first. -10x equals 120. Divide both sides by -10. And I get x equals -12. There we go. So I've got this first part done. That's your 1 and 2 level kind of work, being able to just solve 2-step problems. Okay, knock those out. The next part in here, though, creating and solving. It says, Steve the cat won 40 super bouncy balls playing horseshoes at the cat game night. Later, he gave 2 super bouncy balls to each of his friends. He only has 8 left. How many friends does Steve the cat have? Good question. Well, what's the thing we don't know? Well, we underline stuff, right? That's what we first got to do. Looks like that 40 sounds important. Gave 2 to each friend. Has 8 left over. Thing we don't know, how many friends does Steve the cat have? So I'm going to get creative. I'm going to call this X. And that is the number of friends Steve the cat has. That is my definition, and that's my variable. Has. 2-step equation. Okay, so I'm looking at this. I know somehow I've got to equal 40. Okay. He's got 8 left over. He's got this 8 left over. And he gave 2 to each of his friends. How many friends does he have? Oh, that's right. That's what we don't know. But we called it X. 2x plus 8 equals 40. So 2x plus 8 equals 40. Subtract 8. 2x equals 32. Divide both sides by 2. And x equals 16. 16 what? 16 what Steve the cat has? 16 friends. There we go. Hope y'all are doing well. Take care. Let me know if you have questions via email, via Zoom, via whatever we got to do to get this done. Let me know. Have a great night.